Every I should be dotted and every T should be crossed before we go to the operating room for a completely elective operation. Cosmetic surgery involves risks. We do our best to minimize those risks. There are risks not only to you as a person, but you to the area that we're addressing. But probably the most important risk is to make sure that we meet your expectations. We meet your expectations in terms of what you're expecting to have from the operation, as well as the surgical experience itself. We're going to make sure that you're in the best health possible before we go ahead with a cosmetic operation. I have all my patients see their internist and make sure that everything that can be fixed or addressed is absolutely done before we get started. Every I should be dotted and every T should be crossed before we go to the operating room for a completely elective operation. Sometimes that means your operation has to be deferred until you can get that medical problem taken care of. And I'd rather delay your surgery or postpone it than operate on you and find out that we're dealing with a complex medical issue that having the operation has all of a sudden brought to the forefront. Yes, like all surgeries, there's elements of scarring, there's minor risks that can take place depending upon the anatomic area with infection. Bleeding, we're cutting into tissues, we do our best to prevent those, but some operations, particularly the bigger ones on the tummy, the back, and the breast, can leave potential pockets where fluid or blood can accumulate. Your surgeon should be experienced in taking care of these complications. The successful taking care of the complications is one of the things that really distinguishes an expert surgeon from one who is more of a neophyte or who isn't as experienced. If your surgeon has said that he or she has never had a complication, well, then you're in the hands of a surgeon who just hasn't done enough of these procedures. Obviously, I want my patients to have the best outcome they can, and I'll do everything I can to make sure on those rare circumstances when complications come into play that I'm there every step of the way to get you the best outcome that you can have.